So for the purpose of this course, actually, we'll be using Collab to actually run our codes. But there are different platforms in which you can actually use to run your Python code. You can install the Python IDE on your system. So in this notebook, we actually have a breakdown on how to actually go about it. So if you want to install Python on your system, you go to python.org. Let me show us here. All right. So you click on downloads and you download this. Okay, I already have this already I already have Python installed on my system already. So once you download, oh, it's downloading already though. So once it's done, you will come, I'm coming. Once it's done, you come to your downloads here. And let me see, when did I actually download mine? So this is it. So you click on it and run. But because I have it installed already, is either I uninstall, repair, or modify. All right. So what you will see, instead of seeing uninstall, you will see install. Then you just install it on your system. So you can use that. You can also, so this is actually a breakdown on how to actually install our Python on our system. Scroll down to the files. After clicking on downloads, as I've shown us, then you scroll down to the files and select appropriate version. I think the latest is Python 3.8.3. Yes, if I'm correct. Then you download, which I just showed us. Then you actually add to the patch. So here you will actually see a breakdown on how to actually go about it. Although I attached a video that would actually, so if you're actually having difficulty, then we can actually watch the video on how to install Python on our system. So we can either use Python, we can use Google Colab, as I've said, we can use Jupyter Notebook, and we can as well use Anaconda. Okay. For Jupyter Notebook and Collab, you don't actually need, you might run, you can actually run Google Colab on your browser. You can actually do that on your phone too. But for Anaconda, you need to install that on your system. And Anaconda actually comprises of Jupyter Notebook. So if you're installing Anaconda, you don't need to install Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So this is actually how to go about installing Anaconda. If you want to install Anaconda, you go to Anaconda's website. So let's see Anaconda Python. So this is it. So this is their website. And all you need to do is to click on download. So once you click on this, Anaconda comes with Jupyter Notebook, it comes with Spider, it comes with R. So if you actually want to use R as well, then you can actually install Anaconda. So this is actually a breakdown on how to go about that. But if you don't want to install Anaconda, then you can actually install Jupyter Notebook as well. So here is actually a breakdown on how to go about the installation of Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So now let me show us. I've installed Anaconda on my system. So now this is it. After installation, this is what you see. So you can use Jupyter Notebook. All you need to do is what? To launch. And you can actually use R Studio if you want to run R code. But we would actually be using Jupyter Notebook. But if you don't want to install Python on your system and you're comfortable running using your internet, so you can go to Google Colab. But for the purpose of this class, as I've said, we'll be using Google Collaboratory. So it is actually attached to your Google account. Okay. So I'm coming, please. So this is it. All you need to do is come to the file and click on New Notebook. So the advantage this actually have is, okay, you can run this on your phone, and for every code you run, it would actually be saved automatically to your Google Drive, meaning you would you will be able to access all your code anytime. So all you need to do is come here and you can rename, say for instance, practice one. Let me see, sorry, practice practice one. All right. So if you want to change the theme, make sure that it's actually connected, which is what I just did here. Okay. And you can change the theme there. You can, if you're not fine with the black background, you can change it to white. But this is actually too bright for me, so I'll prefer using the dark interface. So to run, okay, say for instance now, to run using this, let's say print hello world, hello world. So all you need to do to run this line of code is this. So this is actually the output. Okay. So what else? As I've said, you can actually use Jupyter as well. So if you want to use Jupyter on your browser, all you need to do is Jupyter Notebook. You go to their site. Now, if you want to install Jupyter on your system, you can click on install. But if you just want to try it on your browser, you click on this. And because we're actually using we are using Python, sorry. So this would actually take us to common. So while this is actually loading, I have it already opened here. So this is it. Let me see if this is done. Oh, network, sorry. All right, so let me open a new notebook. So this is it. All right, so let's do the same thing. Let's print hello world. So to run, I will just click on this cell, and this is it. So let me do 2 plus 2. So this is the output 4. So now you can use Collaboratory, Google Collaboratory. You can use Jupyter. So if you want to actually rename your work, you can say, let's say, practice. So you can come here and rename, and you're fine. But if you want to use Python IDE, okay, all you need to do is come here and search for Python, and you would actually use let me see, Python shell. Sorry. So let's go back to the notes. So, okay. Now let me run us through on how to actually install. For Python, scroll down to the file and select the appropriate version for the operating system architecture. Download the executable installer. After it has been downloaded, open the file location and double click on the file. Check add Python path and click on install Python. So you see something like this. Okay, you have to check this add Python 3.8 to path. Okay, and to actually install Anaconda, all you need to do is go to the site, which is this. You go to the site and click on download. Now double click to run the file location. No need to check add Anaconda to path. Now to install Jupyter Notebook, if you've installed Anaconda, as I've said earlier, you actually don't need to install Jupyter Notebook because Jupyter Notebook comes with Anaconda comes with Jupyter Notebook. So, but if you don't want Anaconda and you want to install Jupyter Notebook, all you need to do is go through this step and you have Jupyter Notebook on your system. So let's use Python IDE, take for instance. So let's launch. I have it launched here already. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes. So I'm coming, please. Sorry. Yeah, Python IDE. So let's do a bit of magic. 20 coming. 2020 minus. Let's assume my date of birth is 2000. Okay. So meaning if I'm actually subtracting 2000 from 2020, that should give me my birthday, right? So you can see the answer is 20, meaning I'm actually 20 years. So let's do print hello world. So this is it. So you can also run Python on your Python shell. That is if you installed Python on your system. Okay. So that is that. So here is actually I've shared this with the class. So if you have any question, please just drop your question in the classroom. I would actually attend to it. All right. So let me take us through Jupyter Notebook. Launch Python IDE from the start menu. Okay, which is what I did. Python IDE. This is it. Then type 2020 minus your birthday and press enter. Did this thing just tell me how old I am? Wow, this must be some magic. This is this CLI for executing codes instantly. If you desire to write many, then select file. So if I want, now when I did, if I'm actually writing anything here, say 2 plus 2, and I press enter, then it will execute immediately. You understand? But if I want to write 2, 3, 4, if I want to write a line of code that is actually plenty, then all I need to do is what? To come to new file, write all my code here, say 2 plus 2, write everything I actually need to write here, and run. So let me say 4 plus 4. Let's do 4 plus 4 and run. So let me save it as a practice 1. Okay. So to launch Anaconda, launch